channels, right? Um, welcome to Queen Universal Readings. As you know, this is Wednesday. This is Wednesday reading, and I am so happy, even though I am a little late. Okay, I'm in this middle of changing my room around so that I can have my clothing line in here with me. So, I call it a room because it was a room before I made it an office. So I'm just not really struggling with it, but just trying to get a refreshing renewal on making sure I got everything I need and putting things back in place. You guys can't see the rest of my room because it is not really bad because I don't have a lot in here, but I accumulate. Not a hoarder at all. So I want to thank you and welcome you to Queen Universal Reading and Wednesday Reading. And the word today is self-assurance. Okay, self-assurance is the word of the day. So let's see what you guys are up to. These, I want to introduce you guys to my new cards. These are so different. They're called the Wild Unknown Tarot cards. I love them. I was like, you know what? I got to use these cards. I got to use these cards because I was like, I got to. I'm still in the process of learning their different meanings because sometimes tarot cards don't have the same meaning as others. So just learning the basic meanings and your intuition mixed in definitely helps out. So let's see what's going on, you guys. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I hope you guys are having a great hump day. I am. I can't complain. I know one thing. I have been losing so much energy. I don't know. Look, let me tell y'all something. Even my dog, even Miss Cookie, been laying up with me. I don't know what's going on. We're tired. You know, we probably in that mode of we just tired. We just tired. Okay? We are just tired people. So I was like, I got to figure out what is draining me. I was sitting in the middle. Yesterday, I was in the middle of writing my post for my Substack. You guys, if you want to see the other side of me, you can definitely subscribe to my SelitaM.substack.com and check out the other side of me because there are many. I am multi-dimensional. Okay. But yeah, so I was sitting there getting ready to write up my post, and I literally got tired in the middle of it. I had to literally stop and go lay down, like get up and say, you know what, I'll finish this later. But I have been so drained, so drained. Whew. All right, so let's see what these cards are telling us today. As you know, I didn't have them out. I apologize. You know I love to work in these categories, right? These are my categories that I love working in. So let's see what's going on for you guys. Okay. Work, career, family, and money. So let's see what these cards are telling us in these. Okay, let's say houses. We can use the word houses. Okay? Let's see what the cards are telling us in these houses. What is going on with you guys? Okay? Wow. Okay. First card first. We have the High Priestess. Ooh, the High Priestess is got something to say. Hello, you guys. Hi, how are you? Thank you. I definitely need to do that. Thank you, Miss Lady. So, what is the High Priestess telling us, you guys? I'm interested. What does the High Priestess mean in this type of scenario? So, when it comes to your state of mind and your personality, it says Someone has, and they have not probably claimed it yet, there's a possibility that someone has, or you might have, psychic wisdom. The high priestess sits in the stillness. From there, she's able to assess realms others pass without noticing. The vast world of intuition, which I just used that word, I think I did, dreams and mystery. She uses silence and non action to harness this power. Sometimes it appears to remind you to listen more closely to the voice within. Yes. Other times it's a sign to look past the obvious, to find what's being kept secret or hidden within a given situation. Acknowledge the shadows. So, I like this. I like this because I am a person, I I am a big advocate of question everything. I am a big advocate of always saying, look behind the curtain. Because most of the time, what is shown to us is actually not what is really going on. So I always encourage anybody who's had an opportunity to listen to my podcast when I'm on my political and my activist side, put that hat on. I have always said, question everything. It has to make sense. An Aquarius person, which is me, I see things on a logical platform. So when you talk to me and you're talking where I'm not understanding, it's not because I'm dumb. It has to filter. It has to go through the process in my mind for me to even say something. And I have to feel some kind of way to even say something to you. So definitely when I talk to you, I have those conversations. And when you talk back to me, it has to make sense because I'm going to ask you. If it don't, there's going to be 500 questions come behind the statement you make to me, right? So now we have the Ten of Cups. You always know what the Ten of Cups means. The Ten of Cups talks about happiness, good ending, talks about prosperity, right? It talks about the way things are going to end up, because we have to look at this from the standpoint of not only what's going on now, but also what happened in the past to create this. And also, and this is from the other tarot that I'm getting this interpretation from, okay? So this tarot talks about, oh, I love this tarot. This tarot talks about radiating energy. Look, radiating energy. So when we talk about our personality and state of mind, radiating energy, let's see how we're saying this. It says here, you may feel as though light or color radiates outward from you, almost as if you're shining. Experience sensations like this with an open and joyful heart. Do not doubt this power. So somebody out there, again, so when we talked about the high priestess, mystery, intuition, knowing how to see things and read things, right? So now we're talking about the energy that goes with it. Okay, you put that together, the energy that goes with it. Wow. The personality and the state of mind, it oozes out of you, right? Wow, I love that. And that's positive energy. That is not negative energy, that's positive energy. Okay? And then we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is showing up. Okay? The Five of Swords talks a lot. Now, it might be different in here. Before I say that, let me make sure before I open up my mouth. And I'm thinking again, I have to keep in mind, this is a different type. Okay? So I have to make sure I'm not saying the wrong thing. So with the swords, okay, let's get deep into this because this is kind of interesting. Okay, so this is so let's keep in mind this talks about self-destruction. So if you're doing all these good things, because I'm gonna take it as good things going on, you have to be careful, okay? This is the Five of Swords from this type of um tarot. It's a warning, okay? Um Five of Swords depicts the destruction of the self. You'll be lured into another situation or argument, right? You know to avoid. Your selfishness and desire for power will lead you to defiant defeat. Okay, pain and discord with will be the result. So even though you're glowing and you're doing well, there's somebody out there that's having some inner problems, and they have to pay attention to that. I don't like the ideal that I know people who literally like to be in chaos all the time. They constantly love chaos follows them. I don't know if you ever watched the Peanuts, Snoopy and Peanuts, right? Charlie Brown. And it's a dirty character on there that's always dirty. And he always has this smoke of dirt, a cloud of dirt's always following him. Sometimes there's people just like that no matter where they go, they carry a lot of chaos. Okay? They carry chaos everywhere. I don't care. It's like their energy. Now, again, I was trying to say something positive about the energy, but maybe I could be misinterpreting that energy. That maybe this energy that we're talking about is a person who loves all the drama, all the chaos. Remember, your state of mind. Your state of mind is not in the right spot. Okay? So you have to be very, very careful about that. All right? I am not going to, I'm just putting that out there. I don't want you to think I'm thinking you're a bad person. I'm just saying, or whoever this is pertaining to, they're a bad person. No. Just remember chaos and destruction when you see this card. And it's self-destruction. It's not destruction of other people. It's self-destruction. So everywhere you go, there's something that happens that shouldn't happen. And you know what? We're so used to it sometimes, we don't even pay attention to it. It's the norm. If you walk around all the time with an attitude, no matter what somebody say, "Oh, I love your dress, it's pretty." What you looking at my dress for? You know, if you have people like that, that person's got some other stuff going on with them. Okay? No matter what you say to them, it's something negative. I love your hair. So you're trying to talk about my hair? No, I was just saying how much you're making fun of me. No, I was just saying how beautiful your hair is. Some people are not good with compliments, and then some people just carry around so much anger, and no one has ever sometimes people are so afraid to even step to that person, okay, and say, you know what, maybe you need to work some things out because you sound very angry. There's something going on with you, because sometimes that's what happens in these situations. Okay, sometimes that's what happens. But I'm just saying, be careful when you see that card. Okay, so now we have the Six of Swords. As you can see, those swords are right there. They're down in the bottom. So this talks about hope coming into the place, and that's self-improvement and self-development and spiritual development, and also it talks about your health, right? And this also talks about traveling, okay? So this is indicating recovery from something. And it's also talking about hope on the horizon, because if you see the horizon right there, right? Things will get better. Having that mindset that things are going to get better. It's important to rest, revitalize, and surround yourself with joyful friends. Plan a trip, short or long. Even getting out of town for the weekend will further lift your spirits. So somebody just needs to get away for a moment. And again, as you can see how that coincides with that. Just needs to get away, okay? and that would help you a lot. So now we're talking about the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Woo. So this is talking about love's beginnings. Love's beginnings. It marks the beginning of an exciting new phase. So because once you get back out of town, wherever you're going, this is a way that you can now get to the point where, okay, I can start all over again. I looked at things the way that they used to be. Now I got to move forward, right? So it deals specifically with love and emotions, right? And you're in for a real treat. Expect to enter a blissful time of health, wow, joy, and friendship. A new love could be on the horizon. So somebody might be looking at you and you don't know it, right? You may feel that you're making a whole new start. Just go with it and allow this feeling to revitalize your spirit. So there might be somebody who want to take you out and do some things with you, and you probably, never looked at it in that way. But now maybe after you come back from your refreshing weekend or whatever, going out of town or whatever, maybe you can start looking at it in a different way. Maybe they'll call you up for coffee or something, and you hang out with them for coffee. All right, so now we're talking Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, when we talk about self-improvement and spiritual health, development, and health, right? So we're looking at the Ten of Pentacles, which talks about, let's see what it talks about when we talk about this book. So we're talking fulfillment and abundance. Yes, yes, yes. So when this comes into play, we have fulfillment and abundance. The Ten of Pentacles signifies material and spiritual abundance in nearly every area of your life. So yes, 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 yes. The number of 10 usually indicates completion, and in this case, the journey was well worth it. So the journey was well worth it. Yes. So be generous not only with your money, but also with your wisdom. Provide guidance to those who struggle. You will be rewarded tenfold. So always try to, if you can, be that listening ear. If you can give the money, give the joy, give the abundance in the sense of how you can help somebody by talking to them, encouraging them, bringing them up, lift them up, okay? Definitely try to lift him up or her up, okay? Or them up. So now let's talk about what's going on with the family and home. Wow. So we got the Daughter of Pentacles. The Daughter of Pentacles. Let's see what the Daughter of Pentacles is talking about. So this person who in the household, in the family, they're a responsible person. They're kind and they're supportive, okay? The Daughter of Pentacles behind the scenes rather than out in the open or in the spotlight. So they do a lot of things behind the scene. Though quite shy, she's extremely hardworking and responsible. She handles details and logistics well. People depend on her. So the family depends on her, okay? She has a vast amount of inner strength. Like all the other Pentacle families, the daughter thrives when in nature. So this person does well when they're outdoors. They get grounded. They do all things, and they come in, and whatever they've learned from the outdoors, they come in and share and make a happy, balanced life. Home life, family life. Okay, so next we're talking the Father of Wands. The Father of Wands. What does the Father of Wands have to say to us, you guys? Let's see here. Father. So the Father of Wands is charismatic and creative. So this is the person who comes in whenever there's a situation in the home that could be negative. They come in and check everything out and try to turn that bad situation into a good situation. It says the Father of Wands is a man of mystique and charisma. Others are drawn to him naturally and welcomes them with an open arm and loving heart. So he has that, okay, come on, you guys, let's talk this out, right? Usually you'll find him involved in the healing arts. right? As he's deeply compassionate and in tune with life and nature, he is able to hold steady and still and during conflict. So he's the one who says, "Okay, let's let's come together. Let's talk about this. Let's make sure everything is in line. Okay, let's create a way that we can make things better." Okay, now we got the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords. These swords are playing today, man. These swords. So when we talk about the Two of Swords, so in the home and family, there is a stalemate going on. Someone does not want to move forward in something. And also, they don't understand that it is causing a blocked vision. Okay? It is causing a blocked vision. The Two of Swords depicts two opposing forces that have reached a stalemate. You cannot progress forward with either a relationship or a life decision because you're standing there battling. Okay? You're saying, I'm not doing it. The other person saying, yes, let's go ahead and knock this out. There's an answer that's being blocked, maybe by choice. Many times this card will indicate you do not wish to face the truth the light will reveal. So sometimes we don't want to talk about it. Okay? Say there's something that needs to be solved, a situation that needs to be taken care of, and somebody keeps running away from it. Somebody doesn't want to talk about it. Why? Let's get it done. Get an answer to it and move on. You can't because this person is being stagnant in a stalemate to that situation. Stop assuming what someone else's reaction is going to be to a situation. Stop pretending like you already know what they're going to say. Find out what's going on so that you can move forward. Okay? I'm just saying. I just seem the need to say that. So the next card is social and romance and social life. Wow. So here is the Death card. So this means an ending to something. Does not mean someone is going to die. Because, the first thing we think, death is dying. Situations can die. Okay, let's make sure we understand that. Situations can die, right? But it doesn't mean that you're going to die or the person you're dealing with is going to die or your life is going to die. I mean, your life, when I say your social life, it's dead. No, that's not what it means. This is what the Death card actually means. Closure and transformation, moving forward. No one loves the sight of the Death card, and I'm reading. We spend most of our lives denying death altogether. So when this card appears, it is easy to get frightened or think it's bad. Remember, I just said that, right? Don't let the drama distract you from the message. Something in your life needs to end. What? What? Something in your life needs to end. It needs closure. This will happen voluntarily or involuntarily. Either way, you will feel a positive transformation begin after initial forms of suffering has passed. So, if it's a relationship you're in, and you have been really contemplating if you want to stay in this relationship, and you looked and you tried to weigh the odds on what could change if I get out of this situation, what do I have to look forward to? This is what this is talking about. Okay? That is what that's talking about. Somebody needs to make a decision. It says either voluntarily or involuntarily. It's up to you. But it will be made. Okay? The next one is having that support system. Because if I'm not mistaken, the Three of Cups talks about support. Support. Having that support. Friendship, joy, and bounty. Having plenty. The Three of Cups is a lovely card. It foresees you in the company of amazing friends, creating memories together that you'll forever hold dear. These are not any old friends. They are people with whom you feel a rare connection with. You will feel truly yourself. Enjoy each minute of their company. It can also indicate an upcoming celebration. Love abounds. And we talked about love. We talked about self-improvement in the Ace of Cups. Yes. Ending, beginning something new. Okay? Wow, I love that. I love that. I love that. Then, we have the Death and Devil card in the same house, which is a house of romance and your social life. So when we talk about the Devil card, we're thinking it's something bad. But it's not. It really isn't. The Devil card usually means that we need to pay attention to what our addictions are. Okay? Basically, it's the same. The addiction and negativity. Do you notice that his feet are on fire? Let me make sure you see that. His hooves. I said feet like he's a human. His hooves are on fire. Something negative is happening to him. And it says here, though it may feel frightening when the devil appears in your reading, but it carries an urgent message and must be interpreted with total honesty, right? The darkness of the devil card takes the form of addiction, negativity, and look, materialism. Somebody is acting very materialistic, right? It can indicate an ugly relationship with a person or substance. Where are we at right now? Are we talking romance and social life? Yeah, we are. Okay? So let me read that again so you understand. It can indicate an ugly relationship with a person or substance. Whoo! Identify this dependency and how it's holding you back. The devil's hooves are strong and relentless. Their grip will not loosen unless the conscious change is made. Free yourself. See how they're on fire? They're not moving. They're not even really burning. They're just on fire. You need to remove yourself out of that situation. Whoever this is I'm talking to, you need to remove yourself out of that situation. Find a way. I'm not saying jump up and do it out of nowhere. I'm saying find a way to get out of that situation. You have a support system. You have friends. You have friends that you really don't realize that you have in common with. So maybe they are familiar with toxic relationships. And you have had general conversations with that person. Remember, these are not your regular old friends. These are somebody you have a connection with. So what is it that you have in common with that person? Huh? Good question, right? So now let's talk about your money. How's that money looking? How is that money looking? So we're talking about the Seven of Pentacles. I always say Pentacles talks about the abundance and money. I always say that. So what is it saying to us? Huh? What is the Seven of Pentacles saying to us? It talks about a period of contemplating. Someone is saying, I don't know. So a curious card, the Seven of Pentacles, shows a period of contemplation and uncertainty. You're looking back at all your hard work and wondering if it has been a failure or a success. Yes, you can't seem to decide. Shouldn't you be reaping more rewards by now? Maybe so. But the mind has control over perception. It's possible your rewards are waiting for you to recognize them. They are not always monetary. So you have to look at it from the standpoint that it is not always monetary. It is not always monetary, you guys. Okay? So let me see. I'll make sure you can see that. Okay? So the next card we're looking at is the Daughter of Cups. The Daughter of Cups. So what is we are talking about when we talk about the Daughter of Cups? And this is in our money house, creative and emotional. Again, same as the Father of Wands, creative, having that creativity in her blood. Creative energy abounds, from the Daughter of Cups. She's romantic, artistic, and easily inspired by her surroundings. A true dreamer by nature, she struggles to stay grounded or to deal with any harsh realities that come her way. Conflict of any kind is very disrupting to the gentle creature. So, when it comes to your money house, she thinks it through. She gets creative on the things that she wants to see happen for you when it comes to your money, right? So now we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups always talks about lovers, okay? Two people coming together, balance, alignment, right? So, connection, love, and romance. Again, we can look at the Ace of Cups and now we can look at the Two of Cups, right? Say hello to the much adored Two of Cups. When this card appears, you can anticipate new love to be heading your way. And yes, this usually means romance, but sometimes it points to the birth of a dear and lasting friendship. Okay, yeah. Either way, the connection between you will be pure, honest, and solid. Open your heart and get ready. So this tells you to prepare yourself for, again, look, you guys. When you look at your social life and your romance, now we're looking at your money, because this goes with the money. The things that can happen for you when you get rid of all that other crap that's going on, good things can open up. Different parts of your life opens up for you. And we don't pay attention to that, but that's what happens lots of times. Okay. So the next thing is work, career, and what is your life purpose? So we have the Father of Pentacles coming in. So what is the Father of Pentacles talking about? Let's see. So the Father of Pentacles looks so steady, and this is where entrepreneurial comes in. Okay? Your life purpose, your work career, not working for someone else. Maybe you need to release yourself from a job or situation too. Look at that. That could be it too. So when we talk about this, we're talking about the Father of Pentacles is a steady, gentle man. Upon first meeting, he can almost seem dull because of his extremely calm temperament. But underneath is an incredibly passionate man who prioritizes the stability of his job, family, and home. He is entrepreneurial and diligent at work, a true pleasure to know. So he is a great person to know, right? Again, life purpose, right? So the next one is the Nine of Swords. That looks weird. That card looks weird, y'all. I'm sorry. It looks weird. I don't know how to even read that card. Ooh, let's see here. Oh, so let me see what it. Okay, I see eyes. So I see someone looking back. I see worms, and that looks like a horn. That kind of. Let me make sure you can see that. Let me see if you can see. There we go. That card is kind of weird, right? So talks about, dare, visions, and anguish. An extremely dark card. This is a dark card, you guys. The Nine of Swords reveals the deepest shadows of the self. It indicates insomnia, nightmares, and worries in the midnight hour. Often these states are accompanied by guilt, despair, or even depression. You'll be battling with yourself, so turn to others for help. Find joy and reach out. Wow. Wow. All right. Okay. Deep. That's deep. That's a deep card. Okay, so now we're ending this with the Five of Wands. Five of Wands. Wow. So the Five of Wands, scattered, lack of focus, loss. So, wow. You have the Father of Pentacles coming in gentle, want to make everything work out, life purpose, whatever. And then you have somebody whose their vision is not right, things are not good. I don't. And then now on top of that, with all that going on, you got the Five of Wands that's showing up. Somebody doesn't know what they want. Somebody's confused. They don't know what their life purpose is, and they don't know how to look for their life purpose. They don't know. They're lost. Okay. So it says here, it's a card of conflict, right? You may find yourself scattered, distracted, tending to everything and nothing. Sometimes we could be finding ourselves doing a lot of things and not getting anything done. Just like a big pinwheel. You know, when you watch a gerbil run around in a circle over and over again, it's a form of exercise for them. But maybe they're trying to get out of something, but that wheel just keeps going on and on. That's what they're saying. Okay. Since wands deal with our dreams and goals, it usually means this conflict resides within. So all of this is talking about within, right? Your energy moves outward in many directions, yet you are suffering inside. So you doing everything from the outside, but you're lost, confused, conflicted, distracted in the inside, right? And I know we all have been there. So it says, yet you are okay. Take this card. It's a warning card. Find ways to bring calm and focus to your mind, or these troubles will always or only increase. So when we talk about life purpose, work, career, you've got to come to a balance. You got to find a balance. You have to find something that brings you joy. This is why prayer and meditation works. Okay? Prayer and meditation, focusing on certain things or focusing on nothing. You need that time. Okay? You need that calm time. I'm telling you guys, it works. I do it all the time. It works. Okay? It definitely works. Well, that was an interesting read. I love that. I love that for whoever it resonated with. Okay. So let's not stop there. I want to talk about our sacred souls. Because I think this is needed. I think this is needed. I think and then yeah, I like this. Okay, trying to see. Okay, all right. Okay, we'll see what these are telling us. Oops, what is this? Power struggle. There's a power struggle somewhere. Somebody's having a power struggle. Desire for recognition or need to assert your authority over others. Somebody's okay. Okay. All right. I don't know who that's for, but a lot of that comes with all this conflict. Okay? The distraction, being off focus. Okay? Arrogance. Look at that, you guys. Arrogance. Wow. Inability to see your flaws, know your limitations while trying to learn and improve. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Look. Overthinking. Look, remember we said the Five of Swords? Overthinking, analyzing everything possible, outcome, becoming paralyzed and indecision. Yes, yes, yes. Look, y'all. These cards are all matching up. They not playing. They are not playing. Oh, wow. They are not playing. They are not playing. Hold up here. Let me put them back where they belong. Okay. All right. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. These cards are right on the money. Right on the money. Let's see if this is... There we go. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Balloon. Empty promises, lost, superficial, easily persuaded, vulnerable, detachment, fragile. Oh, wow. You guys, come on here. Look, it says get better. Embrace change to unlock your full potential and flourish. Y'all, come on. This is what it's saying. Focus on now. Nurture yourself. Prioritize well-being and tread gently on your journey ahead. Remember I said self-assurance? Okay, I'm just saying. Last but not least, the arrow. Narrow-mindedness, egotistical, confrontational, betrayal, defensive, disappointments, and missing the mark. There we go. I told y'all it's something. Man. Oh, you're the type that says, I told you so. No, I just love for when the readings align with themselves. I love that. And that's why I always say something about it, because I really love that. So let's see what's going on with I know cards. I know that my future self will thank me for the hard work. I am doing the work. Look at that. I know that my dreams are bigger than my fears. I am going to take risks. I know that comparing myself to others only derails me from my purpose. I am on the right path. I am on my own path, excuse me. Last but not least, I know that I am the only one who determines how my story unfolds. I am the main character. Remember that. You are the main character. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, so let's see what our awakening affirmation is going to tell us today. Our awakening affirmation talks about the feminine energy. Feminine energy. The feminine energy. Okay, it says a soft strength, an intuitive knowing, a sultry dance. This, my dear, is your feminine. Feel the essence of her divine, subtle power. She lives within you, always knowing exactly what you need to do, or where you need to go. She is within you, my love, begging for you to soften and dance in her ways. Do not doubt her, dear one. There is no need to shy away, for there is wisdom in this grace that will never leave you astray. Yes. Okay, remember, you guys, this disclaimer. Take from this reading what resonates with you and yours. Do not forget to check out our group on Facebook called Black Queens Reading, because when I finish over here in a few, I will be going over there and do their live reading. Do not hesitate to join the group. Okay? All right? Okay. So let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on. Okay. So with our numerology affirmations, we have 3939. We're talking about inner growth. I am committed to my inner growth and self-improvement. I learn from every experience and continuously evolve. My journey of self-discovery leads me to the greater wisdom and fulfillment. 3939, 1414, adaptability. Wow. I embrace adaptability and flexibility in my life. I navigate change with grace and ease, finding new opportunities in every situation. I am resilient and open to the flow of life. 36, 36. There's those threes, threes, threes. Gratitude. I practice gratitude daily. I am thankful for the blessings in my life, big and small. Gratitude opens my heart to abundance and attracts even more reasons to be grateful. Wow. Last but not least. So I'm seeing ones and threes. Ones and threes. Ones and threes. Okay. Let's see here. La 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 la. So inner wisdom. Inner wisdom. I trust my inner wisdom and intuition. That word came up. Self assurance. The answers I seek are within me, guiding me on my path. I listen to my inner voice and follow its guidance with confidence and clarity. Yes, 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 yes. So let's see what our elements are telling us today. Let's see what our elements are telling us today. Wow, 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 wow. Let's see what our elements are telling us. Whew. So, we have face forward. You will find a way. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look, grow and fulfill. Acknowledge the energy that feeds you. Acknowledge that energy that feeds you, baby. Yes, yes. Inspire beauty. Show your inner beauty to the world. Last but not least, it talks about trust. All you need is provided. Believe in it. Receive it. Believe in it and receive it. That's what I'm going to say to that one. Believe in it and receive it. You have to trust in yourself and you have to trust in your belief system. Right? All right, let's see here. We got, look, personal growth. Come on now, come on. Come on. Spirituality, 7 to 7 is 14. Oh, look at that, 7. Wait. Is that a 7 too? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's that? 7. Oh, look, you guys. Physical activity. Look at all these purple cards. I don't know how this is set. And they're not supposed to be. And look. 8, 6 plus 7 is 13. Look. 8 plus 1 is 9. We have leadership. Somebody has the leadership tendencies, but they've got to get their stuff together. That's what I'm seeing right there. Somebody got some leadership tendencies, but they're lacking in some areas. Right? Okay, so today we're going to ask some questions from our African goddess today. Let's see what they're going to tell us. Excited. I should have brought me some water in here, but I didn't. I'm excited. Okay, let's see what we got here. Now, you know we always ask the elders, right? Let's see what we're going to ask the elders today. Today we're going to do the talking drum, and it has 6 cards to it to read. Okay. Three and 1 and 2. So the questions that we're going to ask is, the first one is Grand Rising. Who are you? Great ancestor is the first question. The second one is, what do you need from me? The third is, what ancestral patterns do I need to be aware of? Number 4 is, where am I blocked? Number 5 is, how can I evolve? And number 6 is, what do you most want me to know? So they're going to be talking to us, right? So number 1, Grand Rising, who are you, great ancestor? This is Queen Mother Nanny, liberation. Liberation. Good word. It says, break free. Your dreams hold the power and keys to your liberation. You are freedom herself. Rise up. You deserve to feel free. What do you imagine for yourself? Daring to manifest your dreams is part of your personal liberation. Find your own personal liberation codes in your soul's unspoken desires. Life is too short to live within someone else's story. Divine blessings and magic are on your side. Enjoy your freedom fully is the best gift to your ancestors. So that is what you wanted me. That's who you wanted to introduce to us, is Queen Mother Nanny, right? So the next question is, what do you need from me? So you're asking her, or we're asking her, what do we need from her? Brazen, Satira. So let's see what Satira is telling us. Step up. Wow. Go forward. No, go for it. Partner with the divine to make brazen choices, and everything meant to diminish you will elevate you. All who mean you harm fall away. Your hurdles are illusions because you are plugged into the source. Make the brazen decision. What would you dare to do if you knew you couldn't fail? It is brazen to be unapologetically you. It is brazen to speak up for someone not in the room. It is brazen to choose a different spiritual path or career than your community. Wow. It is brazen to build your family your way. Goddess force energy is brazen. There we go. What? You asked the question, she gave us the answer. Yes. What do you need from me? I need you to be brazen. Okay, number 3, which is card 3. What ancestral patterns do I need to be aware of? Gang Sarah, resistance. Ancestral patterns you need to be aware of. Resistance. Who is being resistant? Let's see. You are scared that you are going to mess it all up. You may have stumbled, but this is a new day. Learn to show up for yourself if nobody else, right? You ghost your own dreams and resist your own magic. Stop holding back, worrying and pretending to seek perfection that will never come. When it comes to your stepping into your greatness, resistance keeps you stuck. Resistance blocks growth, creativity, and evolution. Resistance may look like procrastination, laziness, disorganization, excuses, or lack of motivation. But there are deeper forces at play. You are resisting the force you really are. I like that. Yes. Card number 4 says, where am I blocked? Where are you blocked? Medusa, rage. You are holding in some rage, and this is what's blocking you. Wow. Take a breath. Close your eyes. Put both your hands over your lower abdomen. Tune into the part of you that feels out of control. Flood it with loving, healing, golden light. Now, put both your hands over your heart and do the same. You have a right to your full range of emotions, including anger. Sacred rage inspires us to run for office, lead protests, and shift policies. Both unhealthy rage can, let me say that again, but unhealthy rage can devour your very soul. Get clear on what is really happening. Allow yourself to feel your feelings to see the truth. Just because you feel threatened does not mean you are being threatened. I like that. I like that. Are you trying to say something? This has nothing to do. No. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. How can I evolve? How can I evolve? Look, it says Allah, grief. How can you evolve? Wow. That is so interesting. It says here, give spirit your grief. Bawl it all out, well it all out, cry it all out, sob, shriek, shed tears, surrender it. Let it all go. That's how you can evolve. Let it all go. You're holding unprocessed grief. You want to skip over it and get back to normal. But grief doesn't go away because you ignore it. The only way to healing is to walk through it. Losing a loved one is an ultimate heartbreak. But you also experience grief after breakups, job loss, and disappointments. Self-love and self-care are required. Ask for support. Be gentle with yourself. Do not beat yourself up about everything, okay? All right? Do not beat yourself up about everything. All right? So the last but not least, what do you most want me to know? What do you want me to know, dear ancestor? Tituba, feeling safe. I want you to know that you can feel safe. It is finally safe to be you. You have wandered through a dark night. Your trip has been long. There is light ahead. Your liberation is apparent. You deserve to feel secure. Feeling safe is knowing that your basic needs are met. Feeling safe is feeling at home in your body. Feeling safe is trusting your journey. Feeling safe is feeling free around those you love. Feeling safe is trusting that the sun will rise again. If you grew up emotionally, spiritually, or physically unsafe, reset your default expectations to a healthier vibration. There we go. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful reading. I love it. It was smooth. I felt it. It was creamy. It was juicy. It laid everything out like it was supposed to be laid out. I love this. All right. So you guys, I want to thank you for hanging out with me here on Queen Universal Readings. You guys come back next Wednesday. Have a great rest of the week. Be safe. Keep your head on a swivel. And bye-bye.